How you doing, everybody? This is on my series of thinking. This is my feelings, my thoughts. Nobody else's, but my feelings, my thoughts. I've been wanting to come on and do this for a couple of days, and I was torn between my spirit and my flesh. I'm called to do a certain duty, and no matter how things go, I have to do what the Creator tells me to do. My function is not to turn your mind up or down, but to activate it in thought. I said to everybody, the Antichrist is already here. Now, some of you all may know it, some of you all may not know it, but I want you to think about this. The book with this title is how we judge our life and how we live our life. The book tells us of things in the past, how things are, and how things will be. I always said to you all, the Bible is corrupt. A lot of you all are reading a King James version of the Bible. But are you aware, before King James wrote the Bible, he wrote a book on demonology. The same person that you are reading from, his version of the Bible, also is demonologist. Also, there's many different levels here, so I'm going to be jumping around. Just follow me. We are reading the interpretations of the writer, the author, who is writing these things, is writing based on their comprehension of things that are. But the things that are is in his time and in his vocabulary. There are things, what I'm recording on. If he see it, he has no words to put it in on paper, what he's seeing or what's happening. He does not have that comprehension. Therefore, the things that is written in the Bible do not apply how it's written to us who living in a totally different era, and our concepts are totally different. I hope that you all follow me through that right there. And what I'm saying is evolution. Evolution has opened our understanding and our comprehension to a lot of things that they could not comprehend. Therefore, if they can't comprehend it, they can't write it down for us to interpret the same way. It's not the same. That's my point. Now, also in this King James Version, the author of demonology, the word Jesus was not introduced into the book until the third rewrite version of the book, the name Jesus. Okay? And this is what I get in a fight with a lot of my Christian people and my family. And the Bible will also say, keep my name holy. So when he wrote it, keep my name holy. The author of those words, keep my name holy, who recorded those words, what did he call the man that walked the earth at that time? It was not Jesus. Think about that. The man that wrote that the Lord told him to write, keep my name holy. What was the name that they used for him at that time? It was not Jesus. Think. Going on. Rapture. The concept of rapture was not put into the Bible till 1850. Take some time to research it. You don't have to believe me. Look it up. There's a lot of things that they're hiding, but these things you still can find. Look it up. Think. Just think. Listen to me. We all have relationships with the Creator. God, the Creator, have done things in our lives. We know that He is real. But we also need to really tap into Him. Because I'm nobody special. And if the Creator could open up my eyes to things, I know other people have their eyes open. The Creator said, just tell my people to think. It's time to stop letting other people think for us. It's time for we to stop letting other people tell us how to think, where to go. We can make self-decisions. Because at the end of the day, when you meet the Creator, you don't have nobody to your left, you don't have nobody to your right. There's only you. You can only answer for you. You can't say, my Father, the shepherd told me such and such, that you sent me. You can't. You can't. Because you made that choice to follow that option. And when you follow something, you do something, you have to think and do your research. Like I tell everybody, you can go to your pastor, rabbi, priest, clergyman, ask them any question you want. Go speak to them. I'm sure that they believe in what they're teaching. But that means that every church have a Bible class study and then open up for questions and dialogue. At least when I was coming up in the church, that was mandatory. Come up and have dialogue. So you could go to your home church. Now getting back to the Antichrist. Look of everything around you. In America, the land of the free, America have 400, 500, 600 million people, because they ain't telling us how many people we really have. We found out the news is all fake. We found out American history that we study in school is all fake. We now could see that the American government is not run by the people. How can you have a government that you vote for? A government that is for you, for the people, who are allowing their people to be poisoned by the food they eat. How can a government that you love feed your kids poison? And it's acceptable to them. All kids' cereals have poison that give kids dementia, autism, heart failure, kidney failure, reproduction failure. Is in the food they have for the kids. Me, I'm an older gentleman. When I grew up, McDonald's used to have on them their sign, 100% beef patties. They was making their hamburgers with real beef. With the hamburgers that you all buy at McDonald's, no, N-O, no real meat is in there. The fries are man-made French fries that infested with all kind of parasites in it that they are feeding to the kids. The bread got all kind of sprayed with chemicals. You can take a McDonald's hamburger, fish sandwich, chicken nuggets, whatever they feeding you, don't eat it. Sit it out. It won't go bad. This is the key. No mold will grow on it. No flies, no bugs, no insects will eat it. Nobody will eat that except humans who claim to be at the top of the food chain, claim to be on the top of intelligence. It's impossible. What this got to do with the Antichrist is only part of our living. You still don't get it. What do you actually think the Antichrist is going to do when he comes on earth? Tell me. What do you think he's going to do? Is he going to form a one world order? It says it in the book. That's what he's come to do. What are we seeing right now? The United States. Check this out. The same country that's feeding you poison, who do not care about you. That country right there. All your drugs that you take, all your medicine, the side effect is death. We see it on the commercials. We hear it every day. So don't say that I'm making stuff up. The commercials. There was a medicine for insomnia. Can't sleep. The side effect of that pill was death. And they allowed that to be sold. To the rest of you all, think about this. The food that we eat is giving us cancer, dementia. I'm old enough to know that processed food, canned food, all of that started in the early 60s. The rate of cancer, dementia, and all of that from the 50s, 1959 on back to 1960 on up. Look at the graphic. They're going to tell you something. So, the Antichrist is here to take over the world. Now, United States have bases, army bases in 139 different countries. Our country have army bases here. Right now, they have soldiers or paid mercenaries fighting how many countries? We don't know. So right now, they shooting off rockets right now on the Palestinian people. Let them know. No, them one is something else I was going to get to, but the Palestinian people. Right now, they shooting off rockets, killing people. They are soon to be going into Africa. Because they're already in the Middle East. The Middle East was their excuse to move their warships, to move all their men and equipment close to Africa. That is the goal. Watch. So we shooting off there, and we moving our warship. We got our soldiers ready. All the bases that they have in Africa, everybody's gearing up. Watch. They are coming to a global war. They got the American dollar. They got the biscuits. And before America go down the third time, it will go to war. But I do not believe it's going to be a nuclear war. And if anybody is going to get bombed by a nuclear weapon, it will be America. Why America? Because it's all America do. America have bombed almost every country in the world. America bombs. Let me say it this way. American bombs have hit almost every country in the world. It has been exploded in every hemisphere or continent in the world. We have fought. It's only a matter of time before it come back and hit American soil. You cannot, nobody can beat up everybody in the club. Nobody can stand on the top of the hill forever. So the Antichrist been here. Now it's coming out that America had the capability of making weather for their advantage. It's coming out that they have been using it in wars for their advantage. Now it's coming out that they found lithium in Florida. Check the move. They found lithium in Florida, and they want that land. But they got some old indigenous people on that property, and they not selling. So now they being flooded out, they being stormed out, they being moved by natural causes, and they will take over that land. Check the move. I'll write my mind up. I got so many things I have, and I don't write it down that I want to say to really bring out this point. Now, we as Americans, we American people, we proud to be Americans. Question. We sent over at least $1 trillion to Ukraine. We're sending money left and right. We send billions of dollars to Israel every year. You, Americans, no color, black, white, yellow, green, orange, our money is going to them. They say it's to protect American interests. That's why we sit back and say, okay, because they telling us it's for our interest that they bomb it and they have to do that. But what the most important in American interest? Is it the people? It can't be the people. It can't be you, Mr. Goldstein. It can't be you, Mr. McMurphy. It can't be you, Mr. Romeo. It can't be you. Right now, FEMA is coming in and only giving you $750. Your house just been blown out. You've been flooded out. You're starving. You don't have no food. You don't have no clothes. But America, that you send your kids to go fight in the army, to go fight some third world country because it's in your interest. Listen to what they're telling you. America says it's in my interest. But who is America? Who is America right now? Can you answer that? You can't say it's for you while they poison you every day. They have a system that you survive for 50, 60 years, in all the wealth and any money that you think you have, they have a system to take it from your family, from your siblings. I heard death taxes, 56% of your wealth. I heard the senators go on there saying that you don't deserve it because you didn't earn it. Your father earned it. It's not yours because you didn't earn it. So the government's going to take it back. Rick, how many great American families left America in the 40s, 50s, 60s, in the 70s? America. You can't see the end coming? Google. Who we go on our telephone, who run all our data, who's doing everything, just moved their company from America to India. They took all their money and turned it into brisket. Think about it. Mr. Google, who they push up in front of us. Tesla, Mars, Gates are turning their money from American dollars right now. Think. Look it up. You can Google. But see, in America, how can one person get paid? You get paid in America if you have the capability of distraction. That's how you get paid in America today. If you can distract American people from what's reality, what is real. You get paid big money. See, with this P. Diddy stuff, it's a distraction. Why P. Diddy? Because Michael Jackson is dead. Every time we had a crisis that we really don't know about is when they was going to court with Michael. Because we was too busy, Michael. And they was back in Congress making legislation, sending off warships to fight wars and to kill more people. Gaddafi, Libya. Think about this. Gaddafi took over his oil, kicked out the Western countries from his oil fields. He made the company a national company. Every citizen of Libya got a check from the oil profit. Also, nobody had to pay for electricity in Libya. Also, nobody had to pay for medical care in Libya. Also, nobody had to pay for education in Libya. No electric, no health, no education bill. If you got married, they gave you $50,000 plus an apartment for you and your wife, and $50,000 that you could start building a life for you and your family. If you wanted to buy a car, the Libyan government would pay for half of it, and you only have to pay the other half. But Hillary Clinton came on and said, Gaddafi's bad for his people. He's a mean dictator. We're going to kill him. America, who are you to decide what world leader of his own people will live or die? If you could do it, why cannot the next man do it? Can you imagine what America would do if another country come and kill our president because they saying he's bad for the people? Because they saying we see the veterans who fought in American wars out on the street cannot get no health care. We see in Flint, Michigan, in this great country, that the water is poisoned. We see that police officers kill minorities on a whim. We see that the food, the drugs, and everything in America given to the people is poison. We are coming to liberate America and kill the leader. What will you in America feel? Because America is doing that everywhere. How many black leaders in Africa have America killed? The Antichrist is here. The Antichrist is here and living well. And you notice I haven't even talked about COVID, the poison that mandated in everybody's body that all over the world. If the measles vaccinations that we all got in kids is giving people shingles today, think about it. the U.S. military, Army, gave American soldiers syphilis. America, say it again. The United States government, the U.S. military, gave its soldiers who fought in the war for her syphilis. How many other drugs have they made up in the years are they giving to the American public? Think. There's war going on. And here is a real, true reality. 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes. The American dollar is going to collapse. If Google didn't show you that American money is going to collapse, and Google is one of the faces that they put in front of you of great American success, is leaving, all the 1%ers who in America is changing their money over. Think. Also, now we have to be ready to protect ourselves. Because once the money crashes, the banks are going to close. Boom. Nobody is going to have access to any money they have in the bank. The first warning shot that we got was Bank of America. People got up in the morning, went to their app, they looked, they saw zeros, no money there. Warning shot. So now, America, the money, the American dollar collapse, you can't get to your money. Now, I always said that American cities are no more than death camps. All American cities, New York, Boston, Philly, Dallas, Seattle, LA, Seattle, right? Texas, all of them. Every major city is nothing but a death trap. FEMA already have over 100 to 500,000 coffins. Each coffin can hold anywhere from 7 to 10 bodies in them. So now the American dollar collapsed. You can't get to your money. What does that mean? That means panic. Now, if I want to take over America, all I got to do is turn off the electricity. Once the electricity is cut, the power is cut, it's going to be nothing but killing and disaster. You can't get no food. There's no food being processed without no electricity. You can loot the stores, but how long is that food going to last? Now it comes to You're only as strong as how many bullets that you have. So what's the play? What's going to happen? Power cut. The police are going to pull back into their stations. Anarchy is going to hit the streets. People are going to be killing people, looting, killing, that's people. After that, the police is going out there. Now the police is going to just be shooting random people because that's the way they are trained. They are trained that everybody, especially from dark to light, that's where their threat meter is at. But they're going to kill everybody as long as they have guns, because it's going to be us against them. Once the police have no more bullets, here comes the military. The military is going to kill the police and everybody else. Even though now the police is going to come in, I'm in law enforcement, I'm with you, I'm on your side. No, you're training, your mind space, your reality is not ours. You are a threat to our system of survival. So now the police is wiped out. The Antichrist. They say one word. That only listen to what these people are saying. They only want 390 million people in the world. Think, I have to go. I'm here talking, but I have to go. I got responsibility. So I'll be back with you all. Just think, people. Look what's going around. We at war. We are at war right now. And we cannot always go to somebody else's house and kill everybody and think that nobody's going to come and knock on our door. Think.